Hey guys, it's Rich.
And X.
And we are
Two Guys Talkin Games.
Episode 20.
Yes, the Big 20. Bainty.
Big 20, man.
Yeah, man. Damn, I can't believe it's been 20 weeks already. Awesome.
Right?
20 episodes.
Yeah. It's gone by quick, man.
Yes. Woo. And you know what's coming? You know what's coming really quick too?
PAX East.
PAX East.
PAX
Oh
East.
yes, we're already in February. Woo!
February 2nd. It is the second or third weekend in April.
2 months. No, it's on the 13th, dude. It's the second weekend. 2.5 months.
Second, third. Yeah, was it second or second weekend in April? Was it? Something like that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it should be the second weekend. Yeah.
Dang, that's freaking.
It's right there, man. It is right there.
Man.
Can't
yeah,
wait.
It's gonna be some good times.
That's just gonna be awesome, dude. It is gonna be phenomenal.
Let me just say that Two Guys Talking Games is in association with the Gaming Source in Southington, Connecticut, and that's that, man. What you playing this week, X?
Whew, man, oh man. All right, I've been hitting Diablo hard. I finished the second act. I'm on act 3. Really, really good game. Really awesome game. I'm glad I picked it up. I know the game would be better if I had other people playing with me. But you know, I have it on medium, and it's like all the bosses are pushovers. Yeah. On medium, I'm like, man, y'all bitches can't touch me. I'm like, just destroying them, man, destroying them. Yeah. It's a really, really, really good game. I'm impressed. You know where that game would be immensely huge? On the Vita.
Oh hell yeah! Remember I was saying
that game? Yeah, that game.
One of the things
huge on the Vita.
Yeah, man, that was one of my what do we want to see announced?
Yes.
That's not announced.
Oh
I would
my
love
God.
a Diablo for the Vita.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I would pick that shit up quicker than man.
Yeah, I think that would be a great addition to. Now, let me just get this clear. You're playing your difficulty on medium 1. But the game itself, the mode is normal, right?
Yeah, it's more normal.
You know, because it has the two separate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Medium and on normal. You know what I mean? And then I've been hitting my Vita really hard. I've been on Valhalla Knights 3. Phenomenal RPG. I mean, you know, I've played 1 and 2, and they were really fun. And of course, the third one I would have to say is my favorite so far. It has not disappointed. Ton of side quests. It's not that hard. You just got to put your time. It's like a typical RPG. You have to do your grinding, you know, and it's really awesome. It's a really, really awesome RPG. Caters to the guys, you know, and it's really good. Really, really good. I'm really impressed with it. And I've also been doing, because I picked up last week as well, Resistance Burning Skies for the 3DS. Another great game. I don't know. Again, I don't know why they gave it such low rates. I would have easily have given that game an 8. 28.5.
Really?
Yeah, it's that good. It's you know, in a lot of the reviews they were complaining, you got to use the touchscreen. It doesn't feel normal. You know, they made the Vita with touchscreen in the back, touchscreen in the front. Of course, it's gonna be utilizing the touchscreens. If not, why the fuck have it to begin with? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, man, you know, you guys were all praising, oh my God, touchscreen in the front, touchscreen in the back. It's gonna be really interesting on how they're gonna utilize it. And then when they fucking utilize it, it doesn't feel natural. It doesn't. I'm like, man, what the fuck, yo? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like the consoles. It's innovated for that. Come on, you know. And that's crazy. That's the problem that they were having. But you know, I've picked it up. You know, I pretty much got used to it really quick, and it's an awesome shooter. It's another awesome shooter on the Vita. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's on the Vita. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool.
It's on the Vita,
really?
so it's like, come on.
How about I saw James Moody there. He was saying something about Persona 4.
Persona 4 is I haven't picked it up yet, but Persona 4 is more like a if you're a big fan of animes. And you've watched a lot of animes. It's like a video. It's like an anime that you play, because your character could go out on dates. It could do the school thing. It's like basically you're watching an anime, but you're actually playing it, doing everything that they do, like going to school, after school activities, And then on top of that, you have these, dungeons and stuff that you go in and grind and level up, and you got all these fights, and you got all this, and you got all that. So it's like an anime that you play.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's a really good game.
Yeah.
I played Personas before. Persona 4, it was out like, it came out like in 2012. I haven't picked it up. Haven't had time. But that's another one on my radar that I have to pick up. It's just there's been so many other games and I have so many systems that it's tough for me to get to all of them. But it is what it is. As soon as I'm done with Valhalla Knights 3, I'll probably end up picking up Persona 4.
That's
so
cool.
I mean it is cool. What it is. But it's another awesome game for the Vita. If you like RPGs, and that is definitely a JRPG. It is what it is.
Yeah, JRPG. Well, I got I downloaded the trial. I didn't play it. Halo Spartan Assault.
Yeah.
When you go in to buy it, it says trial. I guess it's the whole first mission.
Mm-hmm.
So they gave you that choice. I was just about to play it, and then had some company come over, so I wasn't able to check it out. But I'm going to check that out later on today, and get back on Diablo 3. I'm probably finishing up Act 2 of Diablo 3 in Nightmare mode. Now, I've already finished it in normal mode. Right. Everything was fine until, difficulty-wise, until like the last few hours of gameplay. Now I noticed there are a lot more instances when
you're dying.
My health is like, oh yeah, I'm the whole screen's like, flashing red.
Ooh.
And I have to just backtrack, just backpedal, which is the game's saving grace, man. You drop that little bomb that they get caught in.
Yeah.
That X button, you do the X button because we're both playing on the 360.
Yeah.
You drop the bomb and you just roll
drop
back.
The bomb. I like pressing the B button and dropping the turret.
Turret.
You know what I mean? I'll switch between the turret or dropping that bomb that whenever it's a trap and they step on it, it'll blow up and then it throws out smaller explosions and that'll blow up too. So whenever you're in instances like that, man, drop that bad boy and keep on running.
Yep. I drop that bomb now with the X button there. I drop it now, and it takes so much damage that most of the time they can't get through it without dying.
Yeah.
So I drop it and I run.
And you run, yeah.
And then you drop the turret, and then I upgraded that girl that I'm playing with.
Yeah.
All her skills because she keeps saying you must choose my skill.
Yeah. Well, I use I use this guy the
other guy there. Yeah, I know you're talking about
the big guy with the shield.
Yep, I was using him for a while.
I use him. I mean, he's cool because he's melee, and so he'll go in, distract them while I'm out in the back holding RT, using up all my whatever, and then I like how I have it set up that when I press Y, it refills it automatically.
Yep.
And I just keep going. And
I think we're playing. Aren't you playing Demon Hunter as well?
Yes.
Yeah, we're both playing the same class, so
I'm
going to see if I can get through a lot more of that today. Maybe later on today if I get a chance. Nightmare mode. Now I'm hooked with the getting through the modes. But so I wanted to share some really huge news with you here.
Okay. What you got?
I know you've been waiting for this game. You're a huge fan of the series.
Man, don't make me bust out my toothpick. I got one right here too.
Well, get it ready. You got it? Okay, big news.
What you got?
Tropical 5 was announced for the PS4.
God. Hold on. Let me get that piece of chicken. I just had lunch. Goddamn piece of... Goddamn mother...
Dude, now,
what
no
happened?
Disrespect to anyone who plays the series, but...
Tropical who? The one?
I saw that. It was like an article by itself. It's a Tropical 5 announced.
Does it have zombies?
I don't even know what that is.
Am I able to shoot people in the face?
I don't know. But I do know that I'm sure there are fans of the Tropical series out there. I just don't know what it is. But
do they have a saving grace? Do they show boobies? No.
They could.
And I don't know what to tell you.
Have you heard of the series?
Nah, yes I have, and that's a big old
All
pile
right.
of.
Well, next in the series, next in the news, Halo 5 is coming in 2015. This is all the leaked stuff that was leaked from Microsoft. Yeah. Which, can I just say something? When stuff is leaked and everyone goes crazy and goes, oh my gosh, the person who leaked this is fired and this and that and this and that. Me personally speaking, that's like when I was younger and, adults didn't want to tell you like how much a gift cost because, you can't tell you it's just not I looked at him like, I don't care enough.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like with this leaked information. I know, they're upset, I guess, in some way, but whether any of it's true or not, I don't care if it's leaked.
Yeah, no, I don't really care. It doesn't really do anything for me,
Like, I don't know why they get so upset when it's
you
leaked.
It. Yay!
To me, any news is good. Any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, of course.
So, but that being said, okay, I think some of the stuff you're gonna get excited about. I'm sure you heard about the whole Halo 2 is getting the Anniversary Edition treatment.
Oh yes, yes.
One special edition War bundle will include the ports of Halo 3 and 4 for Xbox.
That is actually called from now on. It's called the X bundle. Where this is now catered to X, because this is what X wants. So that is from now on. I called it. It's gonna be called the X.
It's gonna be called the X bundle.
Yes.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, there's a lot more that comes in the X bundle.
Wait. Is there a cheaper bundle? We could call that one the Rich bundle.
Because my ass is so cheap. Okay. That'd be right up my alley.
Yeah, there you go.
Is there a coupon bundle? We can get a coupon. All right, so beta access to Halo 5 is going to be bundled in, which is kind of cool. Mm-hmm. The game's going to run at 1080p,
awesome.
which is cool. Same dev and Halo Anniversary Edition. I don't know what the hell that even means. I just copied this and pasted it exactly how they put it up on IGN, actually. But the last part of this X bundle,
X bundle, there you go.
Also known as the War bundle.
It's an X bundle.
You know what I thought was very cool? I don't know if you saw this, but multiplayer included.
Oh, multiplayer.
It says that
included. Multiplayer included in what?
They're not clear.
Does this mean that they're turning on some type form of servers specifically for the Halo 2 maps? Give me something.
Well,
because ever since they shut down the servers for the original Xbox for Halo 2, that was a black day in history. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if they're gonna turn something on and multiplayer is gonna be included, okay, multiplayer included in what? Is it gonna be a disc that I put in, or a section somewhere that I go and I click, and you know what? All that is just straight up matchmaking for the Halo 2 anniversary games. Because if it's like that, it's on and popping.
I don't think they're not clear, but I don't think this has anything to do with Halo 2.
No,
I think it's I'm guessing it's more realistic for them to be saying this multiplayer included, and that is code for the ports of Halo 3 and 4 that are in this war, also known as the X bundle.
Right.
The multiplayer for 3 and 4 is going to be included because Halo 3 and 4 servers are still obviously up. I would love if they announced multiplayer's also included for 2.
Dude, there's no way that they're going to come out with a Halo 2 anniversary and not include some type of form of Halo 2 multiplayer. Now, if it is something similar like how they did for the Halo 1 edition where they had the maps ported onto 4, that's fine.
Yep.
I could care less.
Yep.
Give me the maps I want to play on. Give me Foundation. Give me Waterworks. You know what I mean? If I have to play it looking or having the same things as characters from Halo 4, that's fine. I could care less. But goddammit, give me those matches. You know what I mean? That's what I want.
Yeah. That's as best as it gets. I believe if they do that, they're going to include a map pack and they're gonna update it, and they're gonna use like the Halo 4 multiplayer setup. Right.
Like
they did, like you said, with Reach and Halo.
And Halo 1, right. Which I have no problem with that, because I'll be on that. That's that'll be taking up my time. You know what I mean?
Waterworks.
Oh, for hell yeah, Waterworks.
Waterworks.
Hell yeah, shit. That's what I want.
That's the one right there, man.
Waterworks.
Yeah, hell yeah. Waterworks Foundation.
Hell
and just
yeah.
throw another one. Throw was it Colossus or something like that?
You got Colossus. You got what's the other one with the building there with the Banshee on the top? Oh my God.
Oh crap. Is it Ascension?
No, it's not Ascension. One you like to play is the building. And you start off at opposite ends. You could do a lot of good. I believe it is Headlong. Yes, it is Headlong.
Right? It was
yes,
okay.
Headlong. Yes.
Is that the original name?
I'm I believe so.
Headlong,
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, they
I know
related
you're
for
talking.
something
That
else.
was a great map.
Hell yeah, man. Headlong.
But well, other stuff that was leaked supposedly, which a lot of this stuff is almost like I could probably come up with a leaked article right now, and 90% of the stuff that I make up is probably going to come to fruition.
Yeah, probably. You know, like, the Two Guys Talking Game exclusive leaked information. There you go.
Yeah, and it's stuff that's going to be so obvious. Like, all this leaked stuff to me is obvious. Like, Crackdown 3 is going to be announced at E3, releasing sometime in 2016.
Right.
Well, we all know Crackdown 3 is coming eventually.
Right. Eventually.
You know, come on. Forza Horizon coming in the fall.
Okay.
1080p and open world. Well, 1080p, duh. It
Right.
sure as hell hope it's 2014.
Right.
Open world, that was kind of a shocker because all the Forza games are, on tracks.
Yeah,
on rails,
right.
It's
Okay, right. It's supposed
really
to.
open
They're
world.
racing tracks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Quantum Break will be a holiday 2014 title. I looked at Quantum Break is in my new Xbox Magazine issue.
Yeah.
I'm not that impressed with the way it looks. That being said, who knows? It could be a great.
But then
great
again,
game.
it's we're in what, February? I mean, come on.
Right.
Right. No.
I mean,
no.
eh.
I mean, it is what it is. The game is,
Yeah.
if it gets backed up, it'll probably be spring 2015.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
I mean, Sunset Overdrive is coming fall of 2014. I don't even know what that is.
Fucking Sunset Overdrive, another racing game?
It sounds like it, doesn't it? It does.
Yeah, it sounds like a racing game. So I'll get chaotic on that because we all know how much of a big fan he is of that.
Yeah, he's a big racing fan. Big racing fan.
Of course he
Fable
is.
Legends.
Okay.
Fable Legends is slated for summer of 2015. I'm guessing that's just another. That better be another full-blown full-blown Fable title because Fable really. The first Fable was cool. It was okay. Fable 2 for me was the best. Fable 3 didn't really do much for me.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, same here, man. It went down after the first Fable. For me, actually, my favorite one was the first one. It was very awesome. Then, the name held it afloat as much as it could, but it was just like,
Yeah, it had more potential.
It did. It really did. They rushed. Not rushed, but I don't like the directions that they went with some of the later titles of it.
Yeah, no, me neither, actually. Fable Anniversary isn't coming to Xbox One. No one gives a crap. Next. The next Gears of War. Okay.
Because see, here's the thing. Fable Anniversary, what is it? A remake of 1. Okay, awesome. And then 2 and 3. But when you buy the Anniversary, it gives you a code to download 2 and 3 from the marketplace. But wasn't one of them already free with the games if you got live already?
Yep.
So why the
Fable
fuck
2.
would I care?
No one cares.
It's like, damn.
Just give us a new Fable, and you know what?
Stop trying to remake shit. Damn it, no.
Right, man. And Fable Legends, if that's a full blown new Fable title, not a marketplace arcade game or something like that. Fine. Show us what you got.
Yeah,
guys.
Fable,
show us
Fable
what you
Legends,
got.
the new beer pong. That's what that is. The new beer pong. Let's play Fable Legends.
Yeah, we're good. Unless it's show us some gameplay.
Come on.
See what you got. The next Gears of War won't be here for at least another 2.5 years.
Okay.
That was leaked. Wow.
One
of those things that I could have said.
Well, because it just got bought out by Microsoft. They would just be starting to create that game.
Another one, which is what, 2 or 3 years cycle?
Yeah, so it makes fucking sense. No shit, it's gonna be, come on, man, damn.
I'm guessing holiday 2015, spring
probably.
2016. That's my prediction. Titanfall DLC is coming 45 days, then 120 days after release. So I guess it was leaked that there's going to be 2 DLCs after Titanfall comes out. That's another thing that that is almost something that anyone could have said, and chances are it's going to be a big, huge new game. Of course, chances are 2 DLCs are going to come. They're going to release maps and blah, blah, blah.
They're going to come out with 2, not even 2, it'll probably be 3. So
Right.
Who cares how many fucking DLCs are going to come out? Bring out the goddamn game and let me play the fucking game. I don't care about how many DLCs are coming out. Damn.
This is why the whole leaked thing to me is like.
If you're gonna leak shit, leak some good shit. Don't be leaking some obvious shit. Let me see.
Yeah.
The hot new shooter's gonna be coming out. Ooh, just leaked. In a month afterwards, they're gonna get DLC, and maybe 2 months after that, they're gonna get another one. Leak.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
You know, I was gonna leak this. But I don't want to get in trouble. Holiday 2022. The Xbox 4 is coming out.
Oh.
So that was leaked from me.
If that was leaked, I'm about to go to the bathroom, go take a leak.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. These fucking leaks are ridiculous. Damn.
Well, I got one more leak.
And
it doesn't involve the bathroom.
Okay. What's
Okay. There's a white Xbox One mentioned.
Okay. That's an employee-only Xbox One.
It's a $399 version that doesn't come with Kinect. It's mentioned in this article about coming out holiday this year, 2014. Mm-hmm. It's like an off-white.
Okay.
$100 less.
Off-white, eggshell white. What kind of white is it?
Yeah. I guess.
Okay. See, here's the thing. Okay, so that's good. That means they're coming out a year later with a stripped version, like the PS4 came out.
Yep.
With their stripped version, because I don't know if you read. Because there's, I believe they put it on there last week. IGN had an article that the Sony camera that was supposed to be bundled with the PS4 was $154.
Yeah.
Okay, which would have made their system $500 and something dollars. Okay.
Yeah.
It would have been $50 more than the Xbox One. So for them to do all this thing, that's what they did. They stripped it down. They came out with the stripped down version. You want the camera so you could fully use your system. There you go. Pay another additional 150 something. I'm not bashing. I'm not hating. It's on the fucking articles right there in IGN. Go on there and fucking read it. I mean, it is.
See, I think they're coming out with a white version of the Xbox One to appease the white audience.
The white people? Damn. The
white people are like, why is the console black? I will not buy.
The white cheap people. Hey, Rich, you got a coupon for that?
I ain't white, man. I ain't white. I swear. No, I'm just poking fun, man. I don't know why. I can't remember the last. Was there ever a white console in the history of consoles?
I mean, the Wii was white.
Oh, there you go.
The Nintendo was grayish. Super Nintendo was another grayish. I really couldn't give up.
That's probably why I waited on the Wii, because and then when the black version came out, I bought the black version.
See, look at that.
I don't know. Whatever.
At least people can't say you're racist. There you go.
There you go. Well, if there's gonna be a white Xbox One come out, it's gonna be $399 minus the Kinect.
Okay.
So anyway,
I mean, when it comes to something like that, I mean that's kind of, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Who cares, right?
Yeah. How many times are you gonna beat that cat? You know. I'm just saying, you know.
I mean, you know, they're gonna come out with different versions at some point this year.
Of course, and so is the PlayStation's gonna come out with another version of, you know, they'll probably come out with like a cheaper version of the PlayStation camera and probably put that up there, or something. I mean, it is what it is. They'll probably come up with their more expensive version.
You know what they need to do is they need to come out with versions of both consoles with a lot more hard drive space.
Yes.
That's what they should be working on. Did you see the Titanfall Xbox One?
Yes, I did see that. That did look pretty sweet. Would I be
really
picking
nice.
that up? No.
No, that's no. I mean, someone doesn't have it already. That's fine. A really nice art
well, you
involved.
know, good for them. Good for them.
That actually might be something that I would.
Because you're someone who hasn't picked one up. You're that lone guy who has not picked one up. You know.
Man,
you know.
I'll tell you right now, I'm worried, man. Microsoft, they only sold 3 million units.
Oh wow, look at that! Only 3 million. It is what it is.
I don't know. Well, I did get my new issue of Xbox Magazine in, and there are some very cool games coming out.
Okay.
And one of them is something right up my alley. It's a survival horror game called Slender: The Arrival.
Oh.
Something to do with this character called Slender Man.
Slender Man.
Man, I wish you could see. I'm gonna bring this into work tomorrow so you can see some of the visuals here.
Yeah.
Creepy, man.
Yeah.
This Slender Man is just, it's a tall character, in a distance.
Is he slender?
He's slender.
Okay.
He has a suit on.
Okay.
You can barely make out his face, and he just kind of stands there far into the distance and looks at you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I don't get freaked out easily, but I was looking at this, I'm like, ugh.
It's like, why the hell are you looking at me, man?
You gotta do something, man. Either run after me.
I know. Do I got something in my face? I mean, should I be running somewhere? Should I be busting out?
It does say this. It says, I'll just read a little blurb here. It says, Slender the Arrival is mechanically simple and much more compact than something like Resident Evil 6. But from what we've played, neither is a bad thing at all. Putting fear and helplessness at the forefront rather than action and combat. The game seems on track to nail the survival horror vibe better than anything we've played in recent memory. So I think this is going to be an Xbox Live game, like an arcade game.
Yeah.
But it looks very, very cool, man.
I'll be
picking this thing up.
You know what sucks? You never played. Like, the epitome for me, the best survival horror game that I've ever played. Mm-hmm. Okay, and that I base all the other ones that I've currently played off of this one game. None of them come close because you either have all these tons of weapons or it's the game is just funny or it doesn't have the seriousness, the horror isn't there anymore in these survival horror games. Not like this game, which is Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 to me was the end all be all. It ain't nothing like running down an alley and then coming across 3 zombies and all you have is 9 fucking bullets, because 9 bullets and a knife, that's it. That's all you got. You know what I mean? There's nothing else on your handgun, and the zombies don't die with one slice of the knife. You know what I mean? So, you're going to end up hurt. You know what I mean? When you get out of there, you're going to end up hurt. And it's just, the music and the horror and everything. All these other games, was Resident Evil 4, 5, 6, 3, even 3 wasn't even that scary. And then all these, like Dead Island and Left 4 Dead, none of them
they're
come
different.
Close to the old style PlayStation 1, Resident Evil 2. It really doesn't. It really doesn't, and it's a shame because they've really taken a completely different route. So when it comes to survival horror, man, I'm iffy on those games nowadays because you can't really call them that. You can't.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Well, maybe this game is trying to do that old school survival horror. Remember that game I was telling you about? It's called White Noise.
Yeah.
You should check that out because that really freaked me out, man. I haven't played Resident Evil 2 in its entirety. I did play like the first hour of it. Silent Hill 2 to me was something that I guess it's your Resident Evil 2 because that was that true survival horror where you're just truly alone. You don't have much. Sometimes you just have to run away.
Yeah.
And just creepy. And Silent Hill has that. I don't know if you played Silent Hill, didn't you before?
Yeah,
the original, right?
Yeah. The original.
They had this thing where they had the radio playing somewhere in the background, and all you can hear is that noise like that, and you don't know where it's coming from, and that would just drive me crazy, man. Not knowing where it is.
Yeah.
That just freaks me out, man. So, yeah, I'm hoping this game, Slender
Man,
looks like it's trying to take things old school.
Well, let's see.
And there's something else too coming out called Alien Isolation.
Alien Isolation.
Yeah, it's a new right here. It says not content to simply redeem the Alien series in the wake of the ill-received Aliens Colonial Marines, which
that was a big letdown. That was a
Aliens,
huge letdown, man.
It was.
That was a huge letdown.
Man, that was a crappy game.
Yeah.
Alien Isolation, an entry more inspired by Ridley Scott's original sci-fi Scarefest.
That's the type of game I gotta have to wait for reviews because chances are you'll end up getting brinked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm staying away until I see reviews.
Yeah.
And it might be a used game, 7-day pickup, return it once the 7 days are up, get my money back type of deal, you know? So we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear you. Well, I'm just going to say a couple more things about this magazine issue right here. They have their Game of the Year awards in here.
Yeah.
What
they got?
Best action game, they picked Assassin's Creed 4.
Oh my God.
What?
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
But they redeemed themselves with best multiplayer being Battlefield 4.
Oh, well, there you go.
Because I don't know what else it would be then. The Battlefield 4 is definitely that. Okay, and this one you're probably going to like. Best weapon or best vehicle? The Roller Hog.
Yes.
From Dead Rising 3?
Yes, dude. It's a fucking steamroller with a motorcycle, dude.
Yep.
They
got a huge photo of this
spits
thing.
fire, dude. That shit is badass. It is, yeah, that is badass, dude.
That is freaking cool looking, man. I thought that was cool. I was looking at that. I'm like, what?
Yeah, there's no cars that'll stand in your way, or zombies either, for that matter. It's badass.
It looks like you just roll over everything.
Yep.
And that's about it for this issue. I gotta look at it maybe a little bit later. We go read something before I put it in my nightstand. Well, we could jump on the topic of the week if you like. Let's see here. Let me just get into the right screen here. Oh, we're already 30 minutes in. Oof.
Yeah.
Man.
Where the hell does time fly, man? Damn. Where the hell does it go?
Flying,
jeez.
Huh? Well, I just came up with this because I thought it was kind of cool. Does the box art of a video game matter?
And that's an interesting question because there's from all my experience of gaming throughout all my years, there's been an evolution of box art. There really has. If you're a kid of the 80s or 70s, you know that the box art back then, I mean, it said it all. You're looking at like this game Rygar. You see a guy with his hand on this turtle-looking thing and a shield coming out of his arm, blocking some stuff, and you're like, man, that looks really cool. You go home, you put it in the game, and it doesn't look nothing like it. You know what I mean?
Little boxes moving across the screen.
Or you buy a game like Commando, and you're like, oh man, you see this guy, he's running, and he's got all these grenades and his rifle, and it looks all badass with these tanks and this and that, and you go home and you put it in, and it's top down, and it doesn't look anything like it, and you're like, son of a bitch, I just got gypped, damn it. But see, that's the thing. Back then, that's how the games were, the box art. But then again, they had games like Zelda. The box art was a gold box art with like a little crest on the top left with like 4 little things in it, and that was it. It was a bland box art, but you played the game, and the game was fucking phenomenal. You know what I mean? Right. And I don't know if you remember the Zelda commercial. That was the most stupidest, ridiculous commercial ever. I hate that damn commercial. It was the guy yelling Zelda. No. Oh my God! It was horrendous. So
was it?
Yeah,
really?
it was. YouTube it. It's up on YouTube.
All right, I'll YouTube it.
And they had to do all these different types of advertising back then because the games didn't look good. They were 8-bit. You know what I mean? And what would piss me off?
The technology wasn't there.
It wasn't. What pissed me off is you go home and you're playing your Nintendo, and it looks like crap. You go to the arcade and you're playing these games, and you're like, damn. This is some good shit right here. This shit looks phenomenal. The box art, it looking good and everything. Yeah. And then you go home and you're like, I just picked up this game. Look at the box art. Go home, put it in, and it looks like crap. You know what I mean?
I remember I did that with Pac-Man.
Yeah, dude. You're like, man. So it was a huge difference. And then, as technology evolved, and then came the 90s. And in the 90s, when the PlayStation 1 came out, the games and the box art was more in par. Like you would play
evening out.
Yeah, you would play, Resident Evil, or you would play any of these fighting games like Soul Calibur and stuff like that, and
Altered Beast,
and you'd see the box art, and then you'd see the cutscenes in the game, and you're like, man, it looks like the box art. You know what I mean? They're like, okay, games are really picking up. They're getting to be more awesome. You got all these, it's looking better. So that was the heyday, the golden era of box art and the game actually coming together. And nowadays, I don't really think the box art matters. because
it's up
technology
there
has
anymore.
gotten past the box art that the box art could look like crap. It could
Yeah.
look like
Yeah.
like seriously, you could put a melted Snickers bar as the art and make it look like a piece of shit. You know what I mean? And you're like, haha, this is the thing, and then the game's fucking phenomenal. You bought it, you didn't care about the box art because you already know that series, and that series is gonna be awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Diablo 3 could just have the word Diablo with 3 lines on it.
And get away with it.
Because the fucking game is awesome.
It's Diablo, and the game's awesome.
And the game is
That's
awesome.
Right.
So it's a big difference. There's been a huge evolution of box art from way back. Because it's funny, man. Because you go way back, and a lot of the cartridges.
Yeah.
For my original Nintendo, have the sticker on it, which is the same sticker, the same picture as the box art.
As the box art.
So
exactly.
I'm looking at the stickers, and I remember Mega Man. It would be like this guy, and he's got his little blaster in his hand, and he's all this action move, all these moves and everything. And you're looking at it, you're like, man, freaking, the art looks awesome. You play the game, and you're like, damn, it don't look nothing like the fucking art.
It does not
you're
look like the art, man.
You know what I mean?
It does not look like the exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until Mega Man Legends on the PlayStation 1 that it finally matched up to box art and stuff like that, in my opinion. And so nowadays box art doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter because they could wrap up Uncharted in a crappy ass, looking thing, but you're still gonna go out and buy it because it's Uncharted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
they changed. They did change a lot. I have to admit, and it's almost like the game pretty much speaks for itself now. But I think it matters for me because I did look up some old box art from older console games that basically started consoles, started it all back in the 80s. Adventure and Haunted House for the Atari 2600 were 2 games that I played a lot, and I wanted to play those games because of the box art. I mean, back then you couldn't YouTube any gameplay for a game.
Right.
It was solely based on box art and any game magazine that you happen to pick up that might have showed the game or whatever.
Right.
But of course, when you play the game, it didn't quite look like the box art. But like Haunted House was cool. It had these these eyes, wide open eyes. It had like a bat in behind. It had like this haunted house in the background. Adventure had this really cool dragon on the front holding a key with a castle in the background. So there were these adventurous type of games where you're like, man, just like you said, when I fire up this game, it's gonna look like this.
Yeah.
It was all square and boxy.
Yeah, it's like I remember Castlevania Simon's Quest. The box art, you see Simon with a thorn whip or a regular leather whip, and he's got it cocked back about to swing, and you see the castle, and you see the stairs, and you see all this stuff, and you're like, man, that looks badass. And then you play it, and it's side scrolling, and you're like, oh, okay. But it was still good though. I played it, but it was like, it was like.
That being said, like I think about this when I think of some of the music I used to listen to in the 80s, where now I look back and, if you listen to people talking about music from the 80s, they'll say, oh, when this record came out, it was wasn't that a joke? You listen to it now, you're like, oh my God, that just sucks and this and that. But then it didn't.
Yeah, but then it didn't. Right. Because back then it was fresh. It was just what came out. You know what I mean?
We didn't know. So like when Adventure came out, and I looked at the box art, and I thought it was amazing. I don't remember putting it in at that time and saying, "Oh my God, this freaking looks like crap."
Oh no, of course not. Yeah, of course.
Because that was the highest of its time.
Right, right.
Now going back, and like you said, like it's kind of shifted. Where I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but when I looked up Grand Theft Auto 5 and it was up for pre-order on Amazon, the front cover that they had available at the time was simply the Roman number 5. It was just a V.
Yeah.
And first thing I thought to myself was, gee, I sure hope this isn't the box art on the cover, because this sucks, man. They couldn't be more creative than putting a V on a front. It bothered me, But then, like, you look at something like, I know you're not a huge fan of Call of Duty, but I'm not the biggest fan of Call of Duty either, but I've always thought that they had really cool box art. Mm-hmm. Like Black Ops, did you say? Or Ghost or something like that. They've always had a very cool photo.
Yeah.
Like if you see posters of Call of Duty in stores somewhere, I don't know if you remember Black Ops that had like the guy's forearms across and they had like
The
this
guns
cool
and shit,
tattoo
yeah.
on his forearm. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool, Bioshock, the original Bioshock had a Big Daddy on front.
Yeah.
Man, if you didn't know about the game Bioshock, you look at the cover and you're like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, but you must have been in a freaking cave if you didn't see any of the videos or anything.
Yes, you're right,
leading up to the game that you already,
Yeah.
it's changed that to the point where you
Yeah.
don't really need box art because the media, the
Yeah.
videos on the systems now, the videos online, the commercials have gotten ridiculous to the point that
Yeah.
if you don't know anything about a game, and
Yeah.
like the other day, Bravely Default. We're watching TV
Yeah.
and the commercial comes on for Bravely Default, and I'm like, holy shit, this looks really badass. And then at the end they say, oh, Bravely Default. I'm like, oh shit, it's Bravely Default.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yep.
they didn't really need to do that, but because they did it, it's just, it looks phenomenal. And the cool part is a lot of it was gameplay footage because the games have gotten better. It's not, all CGI and stuff like that. They don't need to do that anymore because now the games actually look.
They look like that. They look
that.
just like the box art did 20 years ago.
Right.
But I keep bringing up the same analogy, the same subject, but this is the problem I have, okay?
Mhm.
There's too much of that. There's too much availability, I think now. There's no mystery left. Like when a game like Pitfall came out in the 80s.
Yeah.
And you look at the box art.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you have. Okay? You got to base the game on the box art, or, when I used to go to the video store, which back in the 80s was called Eastern Coin,
Yeah.
I'd have to go in there, and when I bought the game, I'd have to ask the guy, hey, did you play this game? Oh my God, it's an awesome game, great game. And that's it. That's it. I couldn't go home and YouTube anything. I couldn't look on my iPhone.
But see, here's the thing.
Or anything like that.
Here's the thing. I'm thankful for that because you know
Yeah.
how many times as a kid I got burnt by looking at the box art and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, look at this. Like the Ninja Turtles. Remember, I
Yeah.
told you about the Ninja Turtles. And the cartoons were out. I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna look awesome, this and that. And you go home and you play it, and it's the biggest piece of shit ever.
Yeah.
Ever. You know what I mean?
But a lot of the excitement, for some reason, the mystery and the excitement isn't there for me anymore. That's actually why I actually still subscribe to a physical magazine, Xbox magazine. I know they have it available on, we could look at it on a tablet and this and that, but it's almost like, I guess I'm looking at it like, in my opinion, like I'd rather take a chance and not have all these resources available sometimes. The analogy I want to use is, I always use the same analogy with this mystery of video games, stuff like that, is who I've talked to you about, band before, Kiss.
Yeah.
Back in the 70s, there was like superheroes.
Yeah.
The way they looked was unique, and there was no way to see them unless you got like the newest magazine or their newest record. And you didn't even know when their new record was coming out. But when you went to the store and you saw it, you were like, oh my gosh. And then you take it home, and no matter what it sounds like, you put that needle on the record and you listen, you're like, this is the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh my God. And that's how it was for like me with games like Adventure or Pitfall. I'd get home and it'd be that complete mystery. I don't know what to expect.
Yeah,
I don't have
man,
anything to compare it to.
But see,
So it's like,
I
guess
I understand that, and there were
Yeah.
games that came out that way, but
Yeah.
dude, man, more than once, man, you end up getting burned, and it sucks.
Higher probability of getting brinked.
Wasting your freaking allowance on a game that was $40 back then, but
Yeah.
it was and it turns out to be a big piece of crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they didn't really have that many gaming magazines. They had Nintendo Power, and if you didn't subscribe to Nintendo Power, you were hit.
There's no way.
You know what I mean? So.
Do you remember E.T. came out?
Yeah, I remember E.T. came out.
Remember how bad that they, like, when you look now back, E.T. was one of the worst games ever for the Atari 2600. I did play it, and the thing was, I didn't have any outside influences to tell me about the game, so I played it, but I never knew it sucked.
Yeah.
Like, I never knew it sucked because I was like, what, 10 or whatever I was. Like, no one ever told me it sucked.
Yeah, but
like,
so
I just played it. I was like, oh wow, this is E.T. and like I just played it because I didn't know any better. I just played it.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, dude. I mean, there were games that I first initially picked up and I played, and there was no hope for these games. You could tell right off the fucking bat it was a piece of shit. Was fucking Ghostbusters, Island Adventure, Ninja Turtle. Dude, these were the biggest pieces of turds in my library. I fucking hate those damn games.
You know what you should get? You know what I'm going to get? Honestly, I'm serious. I'm going to get, like, Xbox Magazine gave Worst Game of the Year to that. Remember the Road to Hell Retribution game? Or whatever? I swear, if that's at a budget price, I'm going to buy a copy and play it, and I'm going to give it to you so you...
No.
Dude, we should pass it around, man.
I'll give it to Adrian.
And you know what? You give it to him and say, dude,
this is
probably the best game. Rich played it. He could not stop playing, dude. He's got all achievements. He missed 3 days of work to play this game.
Fucked up part is he's been catching up with the podcast. I don't think we're gonna be able to do it because he's gonna be like, you motherfuckers ain't gonna get me with this shit. You know, he's wise.
No, but you know what? And he probably put it in, and after a couple hours say, I don't know what you guys are smoking, but this game sucks, man. So don't even try to sell me on this piece of crap. Yeah. All right, fine. We won't do that. But anyway, yeah. So I guess for some people it's important. I did read. I'll just read a comment here. Our buddy Amber put a comment about the box art right here. It says, I do like good art on a game. If the outside art looks cheesy, then it does turn me off instantly. Now, I did look at some box art in my collection.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got a chance to take a look. I did look at some of them, and I remember when I saw BioShock Infinite. It's the guy in the front cover with like a gun over his shoulder, and he's kind of looking to the side. Yeah. I looked at it like, this kind of it doesn't do anything for me. How about Fallout 3? Remember that?
Fallout 3 was badass, man.
That was a very cool. It was at the one of the enemies right in the cover, just looking right at you.
But then you look at New Vegas, and that looks like a turd in the wind, man.
Yep, too much going on the front cover. But that really does influence me sometimes. I'll look at it, and that's why I put up the Dark Souls 2 box art.
Yeah.
Because I looked at it, and I was like, this to me almost is perfect for the game.
Yeah, of course. It's got the guy, and it's all dark and yeah, of course.
No color. It's just black and white. It just looks so gritty. The guy looks just so weathered. He's walking. It's a behind photo.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of how freaking badass the game's gonna be.
Yeah.
I mean, what if they put like a mimic on a front cover or some stupid freaking enemy that doesn't look badass? It'd be like, I know. We're still getting it anyway, but. I don't know.
Or how about those guys from Sun Fortress, the snakehead guys? I'd be like, I'm like, motherfucker, am I playing Conan? What the fuck?
Come on, man.
Where's James Earl Jones? You know what I mean?
Dowsa Doom.
I'm your father. Dowsa Doom and shit. No, man. Come on.
RL.
That is RL.
RL is in the house.
Dowsa Doom.
Oh man,
that's a fucked up inside joke.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, box art is up to the individual. It doesn't make or break a game for me, but it definitely.
Yeah, it changed. Back then, it really did mean a lot because a lot of people would base it off of it, of the box art. Then in the 90s, it changed because they didn't really need to depend that much on it because the games were becoming up to par with it. And nowadays, you don't really need to have an awesome box art because the games speak for themselves because of all the digital media. Yeah, you're already able to see it, right?
You don't even see it, man. So. Right. Yeah, you're right. I guess we're steering away, and I guess this is a good thing, but we're steering away from the box art of being, we have been so important, and we're putting more time invested in the actual game, which is probably overall more important. Right. So it does make sense.
Yeah.
It does make sense. I did want to say something about the gaming source. I did see on their page, they had gotten in a ton of ET copies.
I saw that. I was like, wow. I'm not gonna be one of those guys that goes out and picks one up. There's just no fucking way.
Oh,
hey, but you can relive your childhood there, buddy.
I'm wondering if I could buy that off the game room there, because I could buy every other Atari game off there. I've got Adventure. I've got, you know. Yeah, I'm good.
No.
I'm good. I'm gonna pass that up right there.
Time to hit the old dusty trails.
Yeah. No ET unless we get the movie and the Blu-ray player. That's about as close.
That's as close as it gets.
As close as we're gonna get, man. That's it. Well, that's about all I got this weekend.
Yeah, that's it for me too, man.
Yeah,
that's it.
If you guys could just continue to like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, definitely.
And share.
And thanks, that, our likes are getting up there, and we'll be hitting 2,000 soon, and we'll be picking out a winner and messaging that person. So please keep an eye out for your inbox. We'll come out with rules, like, when is the time that you have to contact us by. If not, we'll pick up someone else.
We'll have to pick someone else. Yeah.
So. Stay tuned for that, because we'll probably be putting something up like that probably in 2 weeks, around the time that we'll probably be hitting 2,000. So
makes sense.
Just keep
man.
Keep an ear out.
Yeah, we'll come up with we'll talk about whatever what we should put in the box in the Two Guys Talking Games care package.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Welcome to the goodie room.
The goodie box, man. Nothing like a goodie box.
Right.
But anyway, we are Two Guys Talking Games, and we will see you guys next week.
Oh, yeah. Peace!